sent him a text when he won at Barcelona. I was like, get in, like, let's go. And he was like, oh man, everything's crazy. And damn, son. He calls me damn, son. Like, he has that thing, man. He has that Michael Jordan thing, you know, that it's him against him. You know, he's not in competition with anyone else. He's really focused and he cares about legacy. Those people who just absolutely wholeheartedly commit to their craft are always going to excel over everyone else, and that's what Lewis does.
Welcome everybody to this week's F1 Beyond the Grid, and I am really delighted to say that we're joined by Damson Idris, one of the stars of F1, the movie. Now, Damson, how are you?
I'm amazing. So happy to be here, and especially happy to be with you.
Oh, man. It's mutual. Look, we're actually at Silverstone, and I'm guessing this place was a second home for you guys during the filming of the movie. Is that right?
Yeah, 100%. Even walking into this room was nostalgic because this is the first time I met all the drivers before the race briefing, the FIA race briefing, which was something that was new to me. I didn't know that all the drivers even sit near each other ever.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the different rules that could be in that particular race and suggestions to make the race better. And I was watching all of them collaborate in making the sport better. And I was really shocked, but also just admired.
Every Friday evening of every Grand Prix, they get together with the race director, you're right.
So cool. Yeah. I was about to raise my hand at one point and be like, I think that everyone was like, who's this kid sat next to Brad Pitt? Yeah.
And when you think of Silverstone, right, if you close your eyes, you did so many laps around here. Can you visualize this racetrack?
Okay, I'm going down the straight. I'm going to do a fast right that I usually do flat. Still
going. I think we're in cops here. Yeah.
Yeah, going. All right, it's a slow. I'm going right down to second gear. Now I'm going round. Now I'm at around second gear. Still go. Okay, I'm straight down that back underneath the ton. All right, boom. Then there's another. No, okay, now it's Maggots and Beckett's. Did I get it right, or am I still wrong? Am I wrong?
Do you know, I misled you, actually. You weren't in cops. You were going through Abbey. So
yes, Abbey.
You were going through Abbey, then
and then
Farm, and then you then
I think I've crashed.
I think you got it. Is the point, right? I think you know your way around.
It was so much fun. I mean, we did it so many times, so many laps, and
how many laps do you reckon you've done?
Oh, I could never tell you. I mean, it was. We trained for about 5 months.
Hundreds?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, hundreds. Yeah, me going quicker than Brad.
Do you know, I did hear that, actually.
No, he's quicker than me. He's quicker than me, yeah. He's better in every way.
Damson, we're speaking almost bang on a year after the release of the movie. I mean, it was a huge success, right? Just how do you reflect on the whole experience?
It's crazy because, I saw about last week it was a year. One, time flies ridiculously. But two, it really has changed my life, I think. You know, I was kind of the young actor that was on Snowfall, and then this movie just kind of catapulted me in this rocket ship. And it's really made me respect the business that I'm in even more. And just to see how, when a movie of that magnitude is successful, how the domino effect on other movies and how other people take risks at creating blockbusters that are really saving the movie business. And it's the reason why people want to go to cinema, big movies. That's something I know now. You know, that gives the leeway for art house, smaller movies to exist. So that's one thing on the business side. But on the second side, I think the roles I take have to be roles that give me the same feeling that F1 gave me, taking on a new trade, a new skill, and being able to brag at family Christmas dinners that I'm a Formula One racer to my 2-year-old niece. who's the only person that's going to believe me. Yeah.
The best driver in the family, right?
Yeah. Uncle Damson's a racer. You didn't know?
Do you know, I read a great quote, actually. Damson had to become a Formula One driver because he had to find that $73 million, right?
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
It got taken in Snowfall.
It all comes from Franklin. Everything I do, even in my normal life now, it's like people are like, "Oh yeah, he's on a boat. He's got that 73 million." Yeah. It's hilarious. Yeah, but
there's more Joshua Pearce as well now, right?
There's talks. There's not much I could say, but there are exciting conversations that are happening. But at the forefront, the main goal is to make the sport and the fans proud. And I think the first movie did that. I mean, I know people who watched it 19 times. And the brilliance of F1, the movie, I think, it was for the first time in a long time, unlike Toy Story, which I watched alone in Cardiff the other day and loved. It was a movie that you could take your whole family to. You can go with your grandparents, your kids, your parents, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be. And we don't often get that with movies. So I think that's why it was so successful, because the whole family can go and watch it, and it's 10, 20 seats that you've bought and you're all enjoying it. And that is a core memory as well. I had that when I was younger, when I watched movies with my parents. But now, it's a horror movie, or it's not that they shouldn't exist, but I think movies like F1 are very important.
When did you last watch F1? Do you sort of, when you're on a plane, I might just watch it one more time?
I'm playing that. Oh, yes. Yeah, on a plane. Yeah, the last time I watched it was on a plane, and because I wanted to see how it changed, like see if they took some of the curse words out or whatever. And I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I always get goosebumps at the exact same moment. And it's when Brad, spoiler, is in Vegas and he's driving angry. And the sound, Hans Zimmer takes all the noise out and you just hear the car. And then you can hear the announcer, "Hey, he's attacks from the inside." And then boom, crash. Every time, it's goosebumps. That and going head to head with Lewis. That's pretty cool.
Hey, can we talk more about the driving, right? Because I know Brad had done some track days. He's a biker, isn't he, actually? He's a mad, keen biker. Had you had any prior experience of racetracks in any form?
No. I drove kind of M3s, AMG GT turbos, 20 miles per hour, road humps, southeast London, and Porsches. I loved fast cars because my three older brothers.
So you're a car guy?
Yeah. My three older brothers were the ones who always had great cars, R8s and stuff. To this day, I don't know how they afforded it. But I would learn about cars because of them. So as I became an actor, I always made sure that I had a car that I loved, that had a bit of speed. So I understood speed, but just the technicalities of Formula driving, I mean, it's just out of this world. And it really was deep end stuff for me. But it was the most fun and I miss it so much.
This episode is sponsored by Claude. One thing I've learned from interviewing so many people over the years is that the best conversations usually begin with one simple question. Why? Ask one more question, dig a little deeper, and that's often where the really interesting answers are. That's what I like about the idea behind Claude. It's designed for people who don't settle for the first answer, but want to think more deeply about the challenges they're trying to solve. Claude is the AI for minds that don't stop at good enough. It's the collaborator that actually understands your entire workflow and thinks for you. Whether you're debugging code at midnight or strategizing your next business move, Claude extends your thinking to tackle the problems that matter. One feature I can certainly see value in is Claude's deep research. Rather than just pointing you towards a handful of search results, it's designed to pull together information from multiple sources, complete with citations, which could save you a huge amount of time if your work involves tackling complex topics. You can even connect it with professional tools you already use, like Notion and Google Workspace. So instead of jumping between different apps and documents, you've got everything working together in one place. For problems worth solving, get started with Claude at claude.ai/grid. That's claude.ai/grid, and check out Claude Pro, which includes access to all of the features mentioned in today's episode. claude.ai/grid. This episode is sponsored by Lisa. There's no getting away from the fact that a good night's sleep makes a difference to just about everything you do. Now, I can't do much about the hotel beds when I'm traveling, but I can control how well I sleep when I'm back at home. That's why I'm so pleased we finally replaced our old mattress with the Lisa Sapira Hybrid. If anything, I only wish I'd done it sooner. Lisa has a whole range of mattresses designed around how you sleep, because what works for one person isn't always right for someone else. I knew I wanted something that gave me plenty of support without compromising on comfort. So I took Lisa's online sleep quiz. It only took a couple of minutes, asked me about things like my sleep position and preferred firmness, and recommended the Sapira Hybrid. It's incredible what a difference the right mattress can make. Since making the switch, I've been sleeping more soundly, waking up feeling so much more refreshed, and I just feel much better rested overall. It gives me all the support I was looking for, but it's still incredibly comfortable. Lisa mattresses are designed and assembled in the USA, and it's no surprise they've been awarded Best Hybrid and Best Memory Foam Mattresses by the New York Times Wirecutter. Plus, they make the whole process really straightforward with free shipping, easy returns, and a 120-night sleep trial. Go to lisa.com for 25% off select mattresses, plus get an extra $50 off with the promo code GRID, exclusive for our listeners. That's Lisa, Leesa.com, promo code GRID for 25% off select mattresses, plus an extra $50 off. And when you use our code, you're supporting our show. Lisa.com, promo code GRID.
I think a lot of people watching this, listening to this, are going to think, I'd love to be a racing driver, right? And for someone who'd had no prior experience, just how difficult is it to go and suddenly get in a Formula 2 car, right? This isn't, this isn't an old banger, is it? This is a serious racing car.
Yeah. They gave us the freedom to start slow and get quicker and quicker. I remember they would kind of cap the speed and then
limit the revs.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I think we were at about 60 at first, which means we were walking. Right. It was them rocking them. And that's where we started. And then when we finally came to Silverstone, we started getting all the way up until about 180. The good thing for me was I was always good in the fast corners. Like I said, flat through cops.
Genuinely, that's what I've been told.
Flat. They know. The streets know. They were there.
The data proves it.
The data proves it. Braking wasn't so good though. But yeah, and then through Vale and everything, it was just those slow corners that Brad would get me on. I remember he was really good in the slow corners. I'd go through fast and make some detours, go into the stands. But that was really my experience from road driving into Formula driving. But again, I was a sponge. The most important thing was safety, of course. So it was a step by step. We just got more confident, and then by the time we got to Abu Dhabi, we really felt like, oh wow, we can come last against the boys on the track. Yeah.
Did you ever feel fear?
Once. I felt fear in Austin, Texas. Once. I was driving behind, I believe it was Luciano Bacchetta. No, maybe it was Craig Dolby.
Just so people know, they were the stunt drivers.
Yes, they were the stunt drivers. Yeah. And I was getting really close. Really close. And I think around turn 13, I was in fifth. I should have been fourth. But I was close. I'm like, I'm finally going to beat him. I'm finally going to get him. Oh, radio's silent. Everyone's like, Damson, are you okay? I'm like, woo! So excited. And everyone was like, now you're a real racer. And that was again, fear in the spin, of course, but it was such an exhilarating feeling, and I'm not promoting it, but at the same time, I got as close as possible to seeing how these guys push themselves for those seconds, the 10th of a second, the way they push themselves and the risks that they take. And it just made me even more respectful.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite racetrack?
Silverstone's first. It's got to be first. It's home. Austin, Texas is second, because I think they said at COTA, I think they incorporated all the different races, like the best parts of everything on that racetrack. Is that true?
That's absolutely true. Yeah. So the Sector 1, as we call it, at Austin is sort of the Maggots Beckett's complex
Exactly.
from Silverstone, and then
Yeah,
you've
it's very
got
fast,
there's a long right-hander there. Do you
Yeah.
remember that? That's a sort of reverse of a corner in Istanbul. So yeah,
Yeah, and I think Brad did a McLaren car out there, right?
he drove
Yeah.
the McLaren F1 car. Yeah,
Yeah, and he told me he hit 198. So
and he was gutted that he didn't
Shy
get to
of
200. Right? Yeah, yeah. Would you?
We know
if-
what I'd get to.
Damson, if Zach Brown,
Yeah.
if you're watching Zach, if Zach Brown offered you a ride in that car, would you take it?
Oh, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, I'd clean the car for them. Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't get in it. I'd just clean it. Listen, that's a beast. That's a real beast. And the first Formula One car we got in was in, I believe it was France, and it was an old Alpine, and it was
Down at Paul Ricard, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
That's actually the first race track that we really went on. And I remember it was wet and I was such a chicken. And the noise. Just
Yeah, of course, that's an old screamer, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Sort of V8,
like
I
a
think.
spaceship. You know, and I tried to push it down the straight, and right when I was, nope. You know, but now I think I'd be a bit more confident. Yeah.
Drivers, the current grid, which of those guys offered you the most advice? Was it Lewis Hamilton?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
What was the best bit of advice Lewis gave you?
Damson, stop driving so slow. Well, I tell you, I mean, those that know, you know, the cars, the quicker you go, the safer it is.
More
You know?
grip they produce. Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, if you're being a bit of a chicken, then, you know, you're going to run into some troubles with those engines, the ones we had anyway. But again, Lewis was just so, you know, so supportive. He was always coming by set, and everyone was always so excited when he came. Yeah.
Any advice on the sort of the actual technicalities of driving?
It was that. It was, yeah, stop driving so slow.
More of the right foot, less of the left.
Yeah,
foot, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
That was really it. But the stunt drivers we had as well were just remarkable. I mean, just constantly being around those guys, going and having a Nando's every Friday and just asking them every question under the sun was just really brilliant.
I believe you got to know Lewis quite well during the whole process, right?
Oh, yeah.
The more you speak to Lewis, right, do you understand why he's had the level of success that he has?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. He has that thing, man. He has that Michael Jordan thing, you know, that it's him against him. You know, he's not in competition with anyone else. He's really focused, and he cares about legacy. I can see it because I see those remnants in other fields. Talk about Michael Jordan, talk about Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, we talk about actors like Daniel Day-Lewis, you know, those people who just absolutely wholeheartedly commit to their craft are always going to excel over everyone else. And that's what Lewis does. And I was telling you earlier, I sent him a text when he won at Barcelona. I was like, get in, like, let's go. And he was like, oh man, everything's crazy. And da-da-da, damn, so he calls me damn, son. Like, but yeah, he's always just so excited about the thing that he loves, you know, despite how long he's been doing it.
And he's really got his mojo back this year, it feels.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
in every conversation you have with him,
Yeah.
just the way he, you know, there were some moments last year where you were thinking, come on. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like- and he loves the car now, and
Yeah.
he loves the team. I think he's a really natural fit for Ferrari as well. He's so passionate.
Yeah.
On the one hand, he's the sort of the cold-blooded racer, right? But he's
Yeah.
actually an incredibly passionate guy, which
Yeah.
is so Ferrari, right?
The incredible, passionate guy who's on a scooter. Yeah.
A lot of time on a scooter.
Time on a scooter. The first time, because I met Lewis through the fashion industry.
Okay.
So that's how I met him at the Fashion Awards. It's the first time I met him. And then remember the first race I went to was at Budapest. And I thought like he was, you know, he was a mate. Oh, we had that great night out at the fashion event. So now I'm in his world. So I'm going to say hello. You know, Lewis! Headphones. And I was like, oh, he's in the zone. You know, and that's when I realized this is not a joke for him. You know, this is really, really serious. And this is why he's excelled, as I said, and he's so great.
I guess you get the two sides, right? You saw at the fashion event you were at, you saw the laid back Lewis, and then suddenly, it's almost like he flicks a switch as he goes through the turnstiles, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, it's a switch I don't have. I'm just I'm nuts all the time.
Tell me more about the fashion thing, because
Yeah.
you've got your own jewelry
Yes, Idris.
line, is that right?
Yeah. I made it as homage for my mother. So my mum bought and sold gold in her 20s, and her dream was kind of deferred. You know, she raised 6 kids by herself, and I was the baby. So I said, you know, as I excel, I want to be a part of something that is not only about legacy, but paying homage to her. And yeah, today she steals all the pieces, and and the brand's doing amazingly. And yeah, so we're existing in a space, and it's baby steps, but I'm really excited for what's to come. And yeah, I love it. And I've learned that again from people like Lewis, and
because he's massively into it.
Create their own brands.
So at the minute, that's a side hustle.
Yeah.
But sort of watch this
No,
space,
acting's
right?
definitely a side hustle. Acting's a side hustle, yeah. Jewelry and Formula One, that's my main. No, but you see the pin, look.
You're an ambassador for Formula
Yeah.
One now. It's great. So we're
Yeah.
seeing you around at a lot more races.
Yeah, it's
So,
really
so for
really
a guy
exciting.
whose first race, I think you said, was Budapest 2018.
Yep.
Are you now like full on passionate F1 nut?
Yeah, 100%. I used to be, you know, the guy that was very embarrassing. You know, like, I watched Drive to Survive. You know? No shade, Drive to Survive. But now I'm like, okay, I'm locked in now. You know, and because I kind of had that kind of inside scoop from doing the movie. I mean, it took us 2 years to film it. We're just really, really excited. I am. Of the direction that the sport's going in, from a sense of lifestyle and fashion, entertainment culture, and I want to be a part of that, and I want to bring more people to it, and those are the conversations that we speak about, and it's why I've got the pin.
Well, and isn't it great to be at Silverstone? 500,000 people coming here. You feel like you're at more than just a motor race now, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. And even just walking down the paddock, you know, I mean, just. It's still on people's minds, and everyone, Joshua.
Do people call you Joshua or
the
Damson?
kids, yeah, they say, Daddy is Joshua. You know, Josh has got braids now, but yeah, Daddy is Joshua. But it's really cool. I love to create characters that people can not only relate to, but you know, are stuck in their heads, and they can bring it into life too. That's how I know I did a good job.
From an acting point of view, just go back to the filming of the movie, right? Because did you feel, because you did so much of the movie at Grand Prix itself, right? Did it feel like a movie set, or did it feel more like a sort of theatre?
Yeah.
Which one? The latter?
Theatre.
Right.
Yeah.
Live
Definitely.
acting kind of.
100%. I did not feel like I was acting. We were fully immersed, and just the way the world of Formula One embraced the film from race to race, we just became a part of everything. We were at our day job, and I think that made things so much easier. It's a lot easier than being green screen and having to fake everything. You know, we were really here.
Yeah.
The fans right there, and me, you know, spinning on turn 2 in Budapest. And, you know, thank God there's no fans around that bit.
Hang on, this is new. So you spun in Budapest.
Oh yeah. I've had a couple. Yeah. Turn 1, got around there nicely. Turn 2, Paps came out. I was like, no, it wasn't me. It was Brad. Yeah.
Oh, no, Craig was in the car then, right?
Craig was in the car.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Well, look, on the topic of a sequel, obviously the fans would want it. There's nothing official, but if it was offered, would you be up for it?
Nah, I'm playing. I'd 100% in a heartbeat. Just for the experience to get in the cars again alone.
You reckon you'd get
drive
quicker?
on the tracks? Oh, come on, I have to get quick. That would be so embarrassing. Damson, you've slowed down. That would be amazing. This time, I'll definitely take the advice of doing the espresso shots a bit more often, though, so I can get a couple more seconds.
Well, no, they do say that, actually. The drivers knock back a double espresso before quali because it's little...
I've been watching. Yeah. Yeah, no more banana peanut butter smoothies from me. Yeah, I'm gonna shed the weight even more. I went down to 77 kg for the first film, and I was like, about
Is that
83.
well below what you normally are?
Yeah, I was like 83 kg. I went down to 77 because they're like, the drivers are And now you're a bit tall, so, you know, you're like up there with like George and everyone. I was like, okay, cool. Oh, man, I can't get the height down, so fix these pedals and I'm going to lose a bit of weight. And it really helped me.
Do you know, one of the things I loved about the Apex F1 team, right? In fact, I think Lewis even came up with a quote about it, saying that for him was the perfect F1 team. Just in terms of diversity, everyone doing, but you know, you got the old guy, you got the young guy, you've got
Women.
everything going on, right? And of course, Kerry is Kerry Condon's the. How did it, when you're on set, how did it feel just working with such a
Diverse.
Yeah,
It was just like a glimpse of the direction that the sport's going in,
Yeah.
you know, and bringing more people to the sport, bringing more people to every category of everything is the reality of, I mean, even if we just even speak about England, you know, not to get too political, but when you walk out on the street, you know, that is, and then when you watch us play, you know, in the World Cup or wherever, and it cuts to different people watching in bars and stuff, that diversity exists. And I love it that Formula One is following suit, and I love it that F1, the movie, was able to be not the start of it, but to further put, you know, a spotlight on that. Because one, it's important, and two, it's just fun to be around different people with different experiences and different cultures, and all, you know, paying homage and showing love to the thing that we love, which is Formula One.
Yeah. And it feel that, you know, Apex is showing the way forward in so many ways. And in fact, of course, we've got the 11th team for real now, right? Cadillac are here. So
Insane.
you kind of prove that, oh, there is room in the pit lane. We can make, you know.
But I mean, if we do the next move, now there's 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's exciting. Very, very exciting. I love the direction it's going in.
Great stuff.
Amazing.
Thanks for your time.
Bless you.
Good to
Thank
chat.
you.
Cheers.